The topic on which we are going to discuss is a holistic approach to wellness, the key to success for entrepreneurs. And to moderate this session, may I invite Ms. Priyanka Sachdeva on stage. Priyanka is the founder of Core and Pure Essential Oils, a management graduate, and he's worked in the likes of ICICI Bank, ABN AMRO, Aditya Birla, and more in varied capacities. A lifetime member of Essential Oil Association of India and only Indian industry body in essential oils. She's a member of various networking organizations like BNI and Rotary Club, and also working on a vision to bring happiness in 1 million lives by balancing their inner health and well-being. Welcome, Priyanka. Totally our pleasure. And now it's my time to invite the panelists for this discussion on stage. May I call upon Dr. Puja Sharma, Consultant Gynaecologist, MD, FMAS and FICOG. She's a Senior Consultant at Rainbow and Rosewalk Hospital, South Delhi, with an expertise in laparoscopic surgery, high-risk pregnancy, cosmetic gynecology and adolescents' health. As a way to give back to society, Dr. Puja is often involved in awareness talks on menstrual organizations and media on topics related to mental well-being, and has also won several awards and accolades for her work. Dr. Jyoti has also varied interests in the fields of literature and poetry, and has written and published poetry as an expression of her understanding of psychological phenomena for emotional and social perspectives. Welcome, Dr. May I now call upon Ms. Suman Manuja, founder of Gynaecologist Initiative and a life coach, and we fondly call her a life coach jo badal de aapki approach. An inspiration who has grown many more coaches and ready for life, motivator and team builder with interpersonal skills, and a mentor with 29 years of experience with corporates. Welcome, Suman. Last but not the least, may I call upon Mr. Lakshman Shrivastava from Khosla Medical Institute, Director of Services at Maharishi Ayurveda Products Limited and Maharishi Ayurveda Hospital, North India's first NABH accredited Ayurveda hospital, and running a modern healthcare excellence with a legacy of over 35 years. Thank you so much for joining us, Lakshman. Over to you. UK, if I've pronounced it correctly. Developed a research-backed training for SCRT on child sexual abuse prevention, and worked with the biggest education companies in the world as IDP Education and TC Global. Soumya founded SuperHuman Academy in 2022 to devote herself full-time into her passion project of breaking the stigma around mental health in the society and help people suffering in silence. Welcome, Soumya. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for our panelists today. Over to you, Priyanka.
Thanks. Talked about mental health for entrepreneur and how important it is. It shows, you can see it from here that a couple of doctors are sitting here and talking about it to entrepreneurs. So thanks a lot, everybody, for joining me here. Now I'll talk about mental health. If you see WHO data, it says by 2030, $1.03 trillion loss we are going to have because of mental health issues. And when you talk about the suicide rates because of mental health, that is highest in India, and out of which you have different reasons for that. Now coming to entrepreneurs, how it is important and why it is important, we will be talking on that. But you can control the issues what you have, and for that we have the panelists here from different backgrounds, like MBBS, from gynecologist, psychiatry, life coach, and from Ayurveda, from psychology. So now my first question is from Dr. Jyoti Kapoor, and as she is a psychiatrist, I would like her to introduce her first, and then I would like to understand from you, Dr. Jyoti, that entrepreneurs run their businesses and they have to go up and down in chasing their vision. It is 360-degree they have to take care of, which takes a toll on them. So how do you see and what do you suggest them to take care of when they go for this one?
Thank you, Priyanka, and thank you, organizers. And a very good morning to all the audience over here. I'm Dr. Jyoti Kapoor. I'm a psychiatrist who has been in the area of mental health education, diagnosis, and treatment for the past 20 years. Currently, I have my own setup, Manasthali Mental Health and Wellness Services, and I believe in what we call integrative mental health approach. Now, entrepreneurship. I believe is the heart and soul of the society, because अगर हम entrepreneur की definition देखें तो वो visionary होते हैं और बिना vision के कोई society आगे जा नहीं सकती है. But the current trend is that we are seeing a lot of stress, anxiety, lifestyle related issues that are running rampant in our society, and of course entrepreneur comes from the same society. In fact, most entrepreneurs are young ones. Most entrepreneurs are actually not following the usual trend expected of them. And you're probably pursuing something that not many people are supporting also. Because visionary हैं तो अब वो run of the mill तो कर नहीं रहे हैं कि जाएंगे और नौकरी करेंगे और पैसे कमाएंगे जैसे सारे expect कर रहे हैं. और आप परिवार के पास जाते हैं और कहते हैं पता है मेरे पास ये आइडिया है और मैं इसको यहाँ ले जाना चाहता हूँ, और वो कहते हैं कि ना चला तो. And there is when the stress starts, ki na chala to, and the anxiety starts building. We are in a catch-22 because this is the time when technically the most advancements are occurring, and there is a every day something new is coming up, so huge competition. At the same time, we actually need something more than technology, so that we can live a happier and healthier life. Because despite everything, our health status is deteriorating, be it the physical health status or be it the mental health status. So, answering to your particular question, Priyanka, I see a lot of clients who have their startups or who are searching for sponsorships, investments, or are already engaged in companies जो अभी शुरू हुई हैं. और सबसे बड़ी प्रॉब्लम यही होती है सेल्फ डाउट, कि आपको डाउट आने लगता है क्योंकि हर कोई आप पे डाउट करता है, और वो डाउट जो है वो शुरुआत होता है एंजाइटी का. बिकॉज व्हाट इज एंजाइटी? इट इज फियर ऑफ लूजिंग समथिंग, फियर ऑफ फेलियर, एंड दैट इज वेयर द रोल ऑफ हैविंग अ स्ट्रॉन्ग सेंस ऑफ योर पर्पस इज इम्पॉर्टेंट. सो आई थिंक फॉर ऑल entrepreneurs it's important to focus on why you're doing what you're doing and what purpose it serves in your life, not only from the perspective of finances. We are not born to always कि हमें अपना नाम बना के जाना है. बन जाए तो बहुत अच्छी बात है, लेकिन मेन थिंग इज कि हम अगर इस दुनिया में आए हैं तो खुशी से जिए. And if you have a sense of purpose, you will be able to lead your life happily. You would feel that you are doing something that you want to do. And that's a huge thing. And your purpose is your purpose. It is not going to be anybody else's purpose. It's not your mom's purpose. It's not your husband's or wife's purpose. It's not your child's purpose. It's not even the investor's purpose. It's your purpose. तो इसीलिए आई थिंक ये चीज़ एक्सेप्ट करना कि मेरा पर्पस है और अपने पर्पस के लिए कर रही हूँ अगर जाएंगे तो आई एम श्योर इट गिव्स अस दैट resilience that we can handle the competition and eventually definitely reach where we want to reach.
Thank you. And this is where, for entrepreneurs sitting here, the why is very important. It is coming from a psychiatrist point of view as well. So if you know why you are in the business, no anxiety can come to you, trust you, that's for sure. My second question is from Dr. Puja. She is a gynecologist, and my question to you, doctor, is clinically, what are the physical changes you see when people, as she is talking about anxiety, this comes up, right? So when the anxiety comes up, what are the physical changes people see and how they can control themselves from, coming to the disaster, what happens later on?
Okay, good morning everyone. I am Dr. Puja Sharma. I am a gynecologist practicing in Delhi South. Currently I am heading gynecology department at Artemis Daffodil, Delhi South. So, as an allopathic practitioner, as a doctor, I would begin with saying that every disease has a focus, right? So suppose there is a panel sitting over here, I would like to ask any one of you can volunteer and speak. What is special about this panel? What can you see and pinpoint in this panel today? Anything?
Female power.
That is one thing,
That
right?
is one way of, this is what I wanted to hear. So that is one way of putting it together. So this is a women-dominant panel, but the silver lining to this panel is our male partner sitting with us, right? So he is the special thing. He is the focus when we talk about a panel, right? So similarly, if I talk about any disease, jokes apart, if we talk about any disease, be it male, female, being a gynecologist, I mostly attend females, but every disease has a site of origin. So, as Priyanka has asked, when we are talking about stress per se and health, how are these two things related? So there is an axis in the human body which is known as hypothalamic pituitary axis. There is a part in the brain which is ultimately controlling all the other organs in the body and ultimately the functions. And whenever there is stress releases endorphin and cortisol in our body. This is again a medical term, but they are stimulus which can wreak havoc in the human body, which can just breach this axis leading to various symptoms. So if I simplify it and say in terms of women health, if you talk about menstrual issue, if you talk about conception related problem, if you talk about menopausal issue or any age group starting from the age of 18 till the age of 85, every medical problem has a feedback impact by stress, and ultimately it is these hormones that are responsible. So whenever, as we are all entrepreneurs sitting over here and we are talking about taking initiative of our work, starting it from a scratch, building it up, day to day, every day as it comes gives you stress. And it gets piled up. Dheere, dheere, layer by layer, there is a stacking of this stress. And it affects our body. Certainly it affects our body. What we need to identify is that point, is that focus, is that source. There is a very thin line between a disease and being diseased. आप बीमार हैं और बीमार होने वाले हैं. There is a very thin line. And that is the point where we doctors come into play, where your friends, colleagues, partner, anybody who is close to you comes into play and tells you that, see, you need a treatment. Right? Now, that is a completely different thing whether you are having a medical disease or not. But indirectly, emotional stimulus is going to play a role. अगर वो disease हटा नहीं रहा है, तो certainly it will pacify the disease. It will help your doctor to reduce the medical treatment, the dose, the impact that he or she is prescribing you. The dose requirement falls significantly. You feel better. The duration of treatment gets shortened. So anybody who is in his or her work is feeling that something is not going right, they may talk. They may talk and they may discuss. We doctors are there to help you, but still, talk, identify before it is too late. Any time before it is too late, it is necessary to identify that focus. So as Priyanka has asked, what are the signals? How can you understand that something is going wrong, or can stress affect the medical issues also? Yes. So when you are feeling that you are having a disease but you are unable to find a cause for that, आपको ये लगता है कि मैं तो ठीक हूँ but something is not going well. This is the point when you need to intervene. This is the point when you need to think that yes, let me go and discuss. There are certain red flag signs. Every individual has different red flag signs. आपको अपना sign identify करना है. If you are not feeling good, if you are feeling lethargic, if you don't feel like going for work, if you feel that okay, I am not as energetic as I was a day or two before, or over a period of past few months, consult and discuss. These are certain subtle signs that your body gives you. Recognize them. It is not necessary that disease will come in a full-blown way every time. It can be a gradual build-up over a period of years and months. And this is where the holistic health comes into play. Ultimately, our aim is to treat the patient. As a doctor, what I aim at, I want to treat. I don't want to give hormonal pills to the lady with PCOS who is coming to me. I want to treat her PCOS. So it could be a combination of a psychiatric therapy, a life coaching, herbal treatment, Ayurvedic treatment, exercise, diet, multiple things. This is what we call holistic. When we are talking about physical, mental, spiritual, all health together, this is what we are dealing with. Our aim is only and only to give you result, to treat you. So, whenever your body is not doing well, that is the point when you need to intervene, when you need to take a step and move ahead.
Thank you. So I am sure that people who are into businesses, we have seen those times जहाँ पे कि हमें लगता है यार अभी ये चीज़ नहीं हुआ and being a startup, our speaker in the morning, you talked about that working capital loan, and that is very important for entrepreneurs, right? जब month के end में salary देनी होती है और दिखता है कि 20 लाख रुपए देने और account में 10 लाख रुपए हैं, then you feel like यार palpitation होना शुरू हो गया, right? So those are the kind of things we see. So definitely yes, these are the signs that जो आपको like Dr. Puja is talking about कि है ना ऐसे the body is not acting as it was acting. अगर वैसा कुछ हो तो we should not shy away talking to doctor. We must go and meet them. हमें वो नहीं करना चाहिए कि यार हम डॉक्टर के पास क्यों जाएं, ऐसे ही हो जाएगा. Please take help and then it will help you out. Now I'm coming from this side only and then we'll come this side. So now we have Suman ji here. Suman ji, you are a life coach and I would like to hear from you what exactly you do as a life coach and how do you see entrepreneurs, what all you suggest entrepreneur, because you are talking the entire 360 degree to them, right? As a gynecologist, she will talk, the gynae problem. As a psychiatrist, she will talk the psychiatric problem, right? But as a life coach, what do you see in entrepreneurs and what do you suggest them to take care of when they are starting the businesses?
Thank you, Priyanka. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Jago,
Energy
please.
चाहिए, energy. मुझे भी energy चाहिए. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you. So my name is Suman Manuja और मैं एक अच्छी इंसान हूँ और रोज सुबह उठ के खुश रहने की कोशिश करती हूँ. So this is who I am. और आज मैं आप सबको भी यही बताने वाली हूँ कि हम खुश कैसे रह सकते हैं. Okay? So मेरा एक question है सबसे. Do you all know what is the biggest regret in the world? What is the topmost biggest regret people have in the world? So okay, I'll tell you. The biggest regret which people have in the world is that हमने अपने मन की नहीं करी. Okay? हम जो कर सकते थे अपने मन की नहीं करी. हमने वो किया जो लोग हमसे चाहते थे. लोग कौन है? Maybe माता पिता, maybe teachers, maybe brother sister, or maybe situations, right? So congratulations to each one entrepreneur sitting in this room and outside, whoever is listening, आप अपने मन की कर रहे हैं. So अपने आप को ये बता के खुश रखिए आज कि हम अपने मन की कर रहे हैं. Entrepreneurship is all about doing what you want to do and not what people want you to do, right? So congratulations. Having said that, I just want to share 3 things with you guys which can actually help you to keep going. आप सबको पता है हमारा प्रोडक्ट क्या है, सर्विस क्या है, हमें उसके लिए फंडिंग चाहिए, हमें उसके लिए और सब क्या चाहिए, अंदर से क्या चाहिए. Okay? The first thing which I want to tell you is that we all are social people, right? हम अकेले कुछ नहीं कर सकते. We want चाय बनाने वाला. We want somebody to give us funding. We want somebody to give us something. So जब हम social लोग हैं, तो हम लोगों को बहुत judge करते हैं. So as an entrepreneur, first thing I want to request is don't judge. Try not to judge. Okay? इसके लिए एक छोटी सी स्टोरी बताती हूँ, not taking much of a time. एक बार लाल बहादुर शास्त्री अपने लोगों के साथ, मिनिस्टर्स के साथ हमेशा मीटिंग करते थे. तो उनकी आदत थी हमेशा कितना भी गंभीर कुछ बात हो रही हो, so he would ask, जो चाय सर्व करता था उनको पूछते थे तुम्हारा क्या विचार है. और जो पढ़े लिखे एकेडमिक लोग हमारे जैसे होते थे उनको बहुत चिढ़ होती थी कि भाई ये चाय बनाने वाले को क्या पता है कि इसका क्या सोल्यूशन हो सकता है. बट लाल बहादुर शास्त्री जी विल ऑलवेज आस्क दैट. एक दिन किसी इंसान को ये बर्दाश्त नहीं हुआ, कोई मिनिस्टर को. उन्होंने पूछा, शास्त्री जी आप ऐसा क्यों करते हो? इसको क्या पता कि वर्ल्ड न्यूज़ के बारे में उसके प्रॉब्लम की क्या सॉल्यूशन हो सकती है. तो उन्होंने बोला कि मैं इसके लिए एक स्टोरी बताता हूँ. न्यूटन का नाम हम सबने सुना है, राइट? वी ऑल नो हु न्यूटन इज. उसके बिना तो क्लास 1 या 2 या 3 में पढ़ाया जाता है फॉरगॉटन। तो न्यूटन के घर में एक बिल्ली और उसके 2 किटन्स थे। तो न्यूटन जब बहुत परेशान होता था क्योंकि बिल्ली और उसके बच्चे पंजा मार मार के दरवाजे से बाहर जाने की, अंदर आने की कोशिश करते थे। तो उन्होंने दरवाज़ा खुला नहीं छोड़ सकते ये सोचा, तो सोचा इसका सोल्यूशन क्या है कि ये फ्रीली आ जा सके मुझे डिस्टर्ब किए बिना। तो उन्होंने अपने हाउस हेल्प को बोला तुम एक काम करो, किचन की दरवाजे में 2 होल बना दो, एक बड़ा और एक छोटा। बड़ा बना दो बिल्ली के जाने के लिए और छोटा बना दो बच्चों के जाने के लिए। तो जो उनका हाउस हेल्प था उसने कहा सर छोटे की ज़रूरत नहीं है, एक बड़े में से ही दोनों जा सकते हैं, राइट। So what I want to tell you is the first thing which you need to do is don't judge. Every dirt has a start. आपके पास जो लोग भी काम करते हैं, चाहे वो पढ़ा लिखा है या किसी में विजडम है, उसने एकेडमिक क्वालिफिकेशन नहीं है, everybody has got ideas. Don't judge them by what qualification they have. Yeah, so they can have words of wisdom. Ask and ask. So that is first. Second thing is consistency. चाहे आप थोड़ा करें लेकिन रोज करें। रोज करने से आपका ब्रेन वायर होता है to have a default behavior of doing things again and yet again and yet again. And consistency will take you where you want to go. The third one is my favorite. तो आज सुबह क्या हुआ? This derived actually from that. आज सुबह क्या हुआ? मैं बाहर चाय पी रही थी and मैं चाय गरम चाय मेरे ऊपर गिर गया। Luckily मैं बच गई, जला नहीं, but my all sari got stained, right? So एक सेकंड के लिए मेरे मन में आया, oh God, अब मेरी साड़ी खराब हो गई और मुझे पैनल पे बात करनी है। Then I told myself, how does it matter? मेरी साड़ी देखने लोग नहीं आए हैं, जो मैं अंदर से हूँ वो सुनने के लिए आए हैं, right? So to entrepreneurs, there will be times when external situations will kind of bother you. Don't bother. आपके अंदर क्या है? आप entrepreneur बने हो, you have that shine in you. So keep that shine going. वो ही है जो मैटर करता है। It doesn't matter बाहर की सिचुएशन आप हैंडल कर लोगे अगर अंदर का कॉन्फिडेंस है, राइट? सो द थर्ड थिंग इज कीप योर शाइन ऑलवेज ऑन। रोज सुबह पॉलिश करो, क्योंकि एवरी डे काम करना पड़ता है इसके ऊपर। सो दीज आर द 3 थिंग्स व्हिच आई थॉट प्रियंका आई शेयर विद देम एंड it will keep them going.
Lovely. In fact, the third one, as you said, that वो daily इसके ऊपर काम करना पड़ता है, बिल्कुल सही है। घर में भी डस्टिंग हमें डेली करनी पड़ती है, अगर नहीं किया तो वो डस्ट दिख रहा होता है, right? The same way it is for us as well, that we have to work on ourselves every day. That's right. Now coming to the single man in our panel. Oh my God! Clap from them. Great. So, Lakshman, I want to understand from you, you are representing Maharishi Ayurveda, so talking about Ayurveda, and we are talking on holistic wellness, right? First of all, what you people are, coming up with to help entrepreneurs or people who are facing, a little bit of challenges in the stress and anxiety, specifically we talk about when we talk mental health or holistic wellness, right? Because that's the basic of everything. So how you are helping people, what are the facilities Maharishi has created for people who are suffering from this, and where they can approach you for that one?
Thank you, Priyanka. So my name is Lakshman Shrivastava. I'm the Managing Director of Maharishi Ayurveda Hospital, Resorts and Clinics. And it's a pleasure to be over here and presenting this topic to you. Maharishi Ayurveda, I would say, is the pioneers of global Ayurveda because we were the first organization to actually do clinical trials on Ayurveda internationally in over 35 countries. We were the first organization to do clinical trials on meditation and yoga asanas before it was actually correctly pronounced by foreigners. We were the first organization to actually legally export Ayurveda in 1985. So, first to get a GMP and an ISO in Ayurveda. So we would say that, we're the leading pioneers in globalizing Ayurveda. Now, when we talk about stress and anxiety, that's a big rising point over here. And I'd like to, give you a very small demo on how each and every one of you can actually check and self-diagnose. Again, this is not medical advice, but it will help you, and I'm just giving you a small tool of how to check whether you have some sort of stress or anxiety within. So this is an ancient technique called Nadi Pariksha, pulse diagnosis, and it's a proprietary technique. Unfortunately, they don't teach this in BMS colleges. Not all Ayurvedic doctors are taught this, but I'll be teaching you just a little bit of it. Again, we're not doctors, but just a little bit to actually analyze कि क्या मेरे अंदर stress है या नहीं है, right? So before coming to that, I'll just give you a small background. So what does Ayurveda say? Ayurveda is the only medical system of healthcare which has actually put an equal importance on your spiritual, mental and physical well-being. It is, again I'll repeat, it's the only medical system in the world. So according to Ayurveda, the entire world is manifested into 5 elements: space, air, fire, water and earth, right? So when space and earth combine, they create vata. When fire and water combine, they create pitta. And when water and earth combine, they create kapha. Now, ये सबने सुना है, vata, pitta, kapha तो हमने सब सुना है. But क्या होते हैं ये? So now let's go into the quality, and trust me, I'll explain you more about Ayurveda than any other lecture or any other book without even mentioning herbs. Because Ayurveda is the science of life. It's not the science of herbs, right? So, Vata, if you have space and air, imagine the quality. It will be cold, right? It will be dry. It will be moving. Those are the subtle qualities of Vata. And that's why it's always connected with our thoughts, with movement inside the body, movement of our thought, movement of our blood, movement of anything, movement of our joints. That is Vata. Now, Vata is again very important for our mental health, because whenever our mental health is disturbed, Vata will be disturbed. Now let's find out how to check Vata. Priyanka, if you can just hold the mic in front. Thank you so much. For the men, it's the right hand. For the ladies, it's the left hand. Right? If you want to do it, you're free to do it. And this will actually be very, very helpful for you to find out, मेरा Vata अगर imbalance है, तो क्या हो रहा है? That means either I'm not sleeping on time, either I'm having, varied diets, मेरा routine बिगड़ा हुआ है, मेरा, stress इतना ज़्यादा है, मुझे anxiety हो रही है, all of these things. So you just take 3 fingers, put it on your radial artery. The radial artery goes, just below the thumb over here. It's the main artery. And if you just press very slightly, do you feel some movement? Does anyone feel any movement over there? Which finger is moving? Index finger, the closest to the thumb. कितने लोग की हो रही है? Can you see? It's very, very easy. Or if the first finger is moving, that means your Vata is imbalanced. Right? It's very simple. You can do this at home, and ज़्यादातर क्या होगा, when you're awake, मतलब नींद से जैसे आप उठोगे, your Vata will be very balanced, क्योंकि you're rested. But whenever you are stressed, आपकी stressful situation हुई है, whenever your first finger closest to the thumb is moving, that means your Vata is imbalanced. क्या क्या करना चाहिए? We should drink warm water. We should not sit in a cold room. The qualities of Vata आपने को बताया ना मैंने, cold, subtle, dry, moving. We should do the opposite to balance Vata, right? So it's a very simple thing that all of us can use on how we balance Vata. Now coming to our thing, our hospitals, clinics, our retreats, we have special programs for entrepreneurs. People like Lakshmi Mittal have already been to our place, to experience Ayurveda, to experience authentic Ayurveda, which is very rare. A lot of institutions have made a McDonald's out of Ayurveda. We don't believe in that. We will always be a therapeutic, pure, authentic Ayurveda organization. And I invite each and every one of you, if you really want to check pulse diagnosis, if you really want to check what is the state of your mental health, or physical health, or spiritual health, you're always welcome to one of our clinics. And where we can definitely, our doctors can definitely recommend a diet, lifestyle, herbal regime for you for your utmost well-being. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. So, my next question is to Soumya. Soumya is a psychologist, and Soumya, a quick, my buzzer already is, they're looking at us. So, as a psychologist, what all traits you see in entrepreneurs and when they are in ups and downs and which they should focus on. So that's the major question because you have been working with entrepreneurs and corporates, to balance this out. So I would like to have your view on that one.
Thank you, Priyanka. Good morning, everyone. I can see there's some more people coming in, so there's more energy in the room. Can I stand? I don't feel like sitting. Okay, so I'm happy to be hearing such great thoughts by the esteemed panelists. What I want to talk about is I want to give you something which you can use yourself. I don't want to talk too much about myself. Like Priyanka said, I'm a counseling psychologist. I've been working for 14 years now, and we also do retreats, mental health retreats. I'm also an entrepreneur, and what I would like to give everyone here present is that whenever you go through anxiety or whenever you go through a stressful thought or whenever anything goes wrong, बहुत सारी situations discuss करी गई हैं इस panel में, anxiety की biology भी समझाई है मैम ने. So I want to give you a to-do. Okay, so how you can think about it. So a lot of research has gone into it. All the Ivy League universities in the US and all over the world, there's a lot of research जो उन्होंने करी है. So दो चीजें identify करी गई हैं. Basic one is optimism and number two is pessimism. This is research founded. ये सिर्फ theory नहीं है. कि how people think in situations, it actually determines कि वो whether depression में जाते हैं कि नहीं जाते. Alright, and आप खुद को actually depression में जाने से रोक सकते हो. Once you're in depression, obviously you need to seek treatment, and then you can go to any of these people and then any of the hospitals. But आप कैसे prevent कर सकते हो? अगर आपको जब क्योंकि sadness में और depression में difference होता है. अगर जब आपको sad feel हो रहा है, what to do to make sure that you don't fall into depression, right? तो 3 P's of pessimism होते हैं. 3 P's. First P is permanence. अक्सर लोगों को लगता है जब उनके साथ कुछ बुरा हो रहा है, उनको लगता है ये सिचुएशन कभी खत्म ही नहीं होगी, and they see it as a all evading situation. And ये जो difference है जो optimist और pessimist में, optimistic लोग जो होते हैं वो ये सोचते हैं कि ये situation temporary है, ये अभी pass हो जाएगी, ये सिर्फ अभी की situation है. That's first P, permanence. So make sure कि आप अपनी situation को permanent नहीं सोच रहे हैं. Number two is personalization. लोग अपने ऊपर personally बातों को ले लेते हैं, but जो optimistic लोग होते हैं वो सोचते हैं कि कोई और situation, external circumstance की वजह से ऐसा हुआ है, खुद को self doubt करने की जरूरत नहीं है. कई बार लोग सोचते हैं I am bad, I am not lovable, I am not capable, I am not worthy. ये कुछ core beliefs होते हैं जो हमें अंदर से खोखला करते हैं, damage करते हैं कि हमसे हो नहीं पाएगा. So it's important to not think of yourself like that. Look at कि situation अभी ऐसी है, मुझ में कोई कमी नहीं है. And number 3 is perseverance. So कुछ लोगों को लगता है कि ये जो situation है सब कुछ ही खराब है, वो हर जगह से अपना interest और motivation lose करके बैठ जाते हैं. But जो ये pessimist होते हैं, जो optimistic लोग होते हैं, वो ये समझ पाते हैं कि ये specific सिर्फ इसी area में problem है, बाकी सब तो मेरी life में अच्छा चल रहा है. या अगर किसी ने कुछ कह दिया तो सिर्फ इसी इंसान को ये problem है, but और किसी को problem नहीं है. So these are the 3 P's of optimism that you can remember. And I got very less time being at the end of the panel. But the thing is that I was hoping कि मैं कोई breathing technique या meditation कराऊं, but नहीं हो सकता.
Definitely, we are looking forward to that one.
Yeah, sometime. So you guys are all welcome. We're doing our next mental health retreat in Jim Corbett in October end. Please get in touch with me. And obviously, I provide therapy. And Sunday, we're also doing a meetup on mental health in South Delhi. So do contact. Thank you.
Thank you, Soumya. And thanks a lot, everybody. If I have 2 minutes, I'll just take 30 seconds from each one of them and one quick tip from all of them. So Dr. Puja, one quick tip from you towards the holistic wellness.
So just a quick tip is prioritize your health. Take good sleep and learn to focus. If you are focused, you will be happy, and as an entrepreneur, you will grow. And for this, I would like to put in here that as a practitioner, I have been using these 2 products from Priyanka, the Focus Oil and the Insomnia Oil, and they have done wonders for my patients. And thank you. Thank you, Priyanka, for inviting me and having me over here.
Thanks a lot. And thanks a lot for promoting me here. Thank you. Please, Dr. Jyoti, from you, a quick tip.
Yeah. One practice, I think I agree with Soumya, positive thinking is what actually takes you very far. So one practice is gratitude. Every day, be grateful for something new. Once you start focusing on something to be grateful for, it will push your focus away from the negativity and more to the positivity, be it sunlight, be it trees, be it, the person who makes tea for you. Gratitude is something which I guess can, inculcate all the things that are useful, that lead us to success.
Thank you. Sumanji, from you.
So I will tell you कि सुबह उठ के सबसे पहले every day just practice this. आपकी टूथपेस्ट का स्वाद कैसा है हमें पता नहीं है, हम बस मुंह में ब्रश डालते हैं और सोच रहे होते हैं 10 चीजें करनी है. So be in the present, mindfulness. Yeah, she picked it up. Mindfulness. आपको जो भी कर रहे हो, खाना खा रहे हो तो स्वाद से खाना खाओ and see how your life changes. और जब काम कर रहे हो तो सिर्फ काम करो. So be in the present moment is my tip for you guys.
Thank you. Lakshman, from you.
I think balance is the best way that we can grow to the potential that we want to grow. So some of the most successful people in the world have a very balanced lifestyle, a balanced routine, a balanced diet, and that is something that we can really, really do ourselves.
Thank you.
So I think breathing technique, which is very commonly known among the psychologist community, is the 5-3-8 technique. तो आप जब inhale करते हैं, inhale slowly, count up to 5 and hold your breath in your stomach for 3 seconds. Hold it before exhaling. 1, 2, 3. And then जब आप exhale कर रहे हैं, then count till 8. Make sure कि आपका exhalation आपकी inhalation से ज़्यादा longer है. Number 2, make sure कि आप breath को 3 seconds के लिए hold करते हैं अपने stomach में. You will see आपकी जितनी भी anxiety है, जितनी भी restlessness है, वो एकदम calm down हो रही है. This is a hack to hack your nervous system.
Thank you. And a quick tip from me as well, as Dr. Puja has spoken about, my product. So I'll tell you, it is 360-degree approach. And I am into essential oils, and essential oil is something when you inhale, it goes to your blood vessel, and that's the only thing which either through inhalation or topically you are using, it goes to the blood vessel. And anything which goes to the blood vessel would be working on hormone. And whatever we have been talking now than half an hour, like in the last half an hour, it is all about the hormonal imbalance. So that is also one thing you can look upon for. और यही चीजें थी जिसके कारण हम सुबह है ना मंदिर में अपने फूल चढ़ाते हैं, हम अपने मंदिर में धूप जलाने को बोलते हैं. ये भगवान को कुछ नहीं लगता है, वो सब खुशबू आपके अंदर जा रही होती है और वो आपको बैलेंस आउट करता है. So balance is the key. That is what he said, and you can do it from essential oil. Thank you. Thanks a lot everybody for joining in and talking about it. Thank you. Thank you Entrepreneur Media, Ankurji and Kulpreetji. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, Priyanka, and thank you all the panelists for such a wonderful insight in your expertise. I request you all to kindly please stay with us for another moment on the stage. I request Mr. Ankur Sareen and Mr. Gulpreeta Puja to join us on stage and felicitate all these wonderful people out here. And I'm sure we all here have one thing to take back from this panel discussion today and balance our lives. Thank you so much. So, Miss Suman Manuja, please.
My stick day started with such a lovely thing. I've got gifts.
यार क्लैप कर दो, वो भी है ना ब्लड का सर्कुलेशन बढ़ा देता है.
Dr. Puja Sharma, please. Because she's the one who's actually extracted the best out of the best here. So, yes. So, gifting the gift to our gifting partner, Miss Priyanka. Let's hear it for her, ladies and gentlemen, please. the meanwhile, I request the first batch of the startups who are here for the live pitches, kindly please submit your presentations at the audio console so that we can do it seamlessly later on. Thank you. Thank you so much to this wonderful panel.